Thank you very much again that you're part of this episode. Thanks for tuning in, that you found a way to the channel. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for your support. Honestly, you can send me your shirt. No, maybe there's a sponsor out there who wants to help a guy out and send over some shirts. All right, anyway, why did I decide for running and what did running do to me? How was the transformation process and how is it going on? I go over my personal story. Probably that's very interesting for you to get to know more about me and how I manage my daily life, especially here in Japan, in Okinawa. And then I connect to what I talked about in my last two videos, consistency and patience. And I think those elements are key to your running success. So all in all, this is like a big overview video here. I hope you like it. If so, of course, at the end of the video, hit that like button. And if you want to support me and the channel, hit that support/subscribe button. It would be very nice and helpful to me. Truly appreciate your support. Guys, let's get it done today. We just started with the warm-up. Current pace 8 minutes per K. Heart rate 120, that's good. Not even yet. Heart rate's on 1. 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the run, so half time of that 5 minutes warm-up. All good, all good. Why did I decide for running about a year and a half ago? Yeah, it's quite windy today as well, so never mind. Very authentic conditions. Jesus, what's up? All right, cut. Holy sh**. All right, let's do the U-turn first. Jesus. All right. Just did the U-turn. Current pace 6 minutes 35 seconds per K. A nice pace for an easy effort. Probably it's still like 28 degrees. Feels like temperature might be the same. I think humidity between 60 and 70%. It's windy-ish. It's not like crazy, but we have some cooling effect as well. Actually, really good conditions. Why did I decide to go to my local sports shop and buy the pair of running shoes? Why lace them up and just went out? All right. So in my first video ever that I uploaded to this channel, I mentioned that I did a mistake, right? So I took over my old patterns from the life that I had in Europe. I brought them here and I thought, yeah, easy. I can just continue living the same way. So yeah, that was the reason. And of course the trigger was that I was just sick in my bed. It was April last year. That was not good at all. So I was really down, out of order. I was just not working, not physically and also not mentally. Yeah, that's why I thought, okay, there has to be something to improve the current situation. So I wanted to increase my life quality in general. I wanted to be healthier in general. Because I realized when I came here to Okinawa brutally hot summer, I thought like, just prepare better for the new life and build up that heat resilience, get used to the humidity, go out there as much as possible and enjoy outdoors. And also not just for me, also to do my kids a favor. I mean, if they have a dad who's just sitting on a couch and drinking beers after work, that's not good for them, right? Well, you can see. So I had no clue what running means. I had no clue what running means to me as well. I just understood this is probably the simplest, less expensive form of sport. It just needs a pair of running shoes, or not even, and just go out and try your best, right? So very simple approach. So that's what I did. It took me a month or so. Yeah, it was not all perfect in the beginning. Like I said, I had no clue what running means and how it would impact me in my life. But yeah, it definitely had an impact. That's for sure. So the impact was, yes, indeed, I could increase my life quality. I got more vital, healthier. And yes, I was full of energy after my runs, surprisingly. If you haven't done any sport at all for 20 years, and then you start running an endurance sport, and you do it the wrong way, yeah, you probably run into an injury. Yeah, and I did. So after a week, or after my 4th or 5th run, I struggled physically. I couldn't really cope with the impact running has on my body, because like I mentioned, I didn't do anything 20 years before. Just working, and coming home and just switch off the light, go to sleep, and that's it. And do it all over again, 20 years. I mean, come on. Whoa. After a month or so, after I decided to start with running, I sat on the beach, probably had a beer, and then I was like, okay, maybe I should apply for a race. So I searched about what's available here, and the race that I thought of that could motivate me enough to keep on doing would be a marathon. I started with running probably like mid of May. I decided to sign up for my first marathon beginning of July probably, and I had 6 months, about 5 months, it was 20 weeks, yes, to train for the marathon. So, but no clue at all. So yeah, I improved not only my running, but I also increased my knowledge about running. And everybody recommended to get a running watch, or everybody I saw did this. Yeah, of course, I was like, maybe I should also get a running watch to start with training, like proper training. So that's what I did. I got my running watch, I figured out my numbers, set up my heart rate zones, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and it was a big thing. That running watch combined with the training plan helped me to go out. I wanted to do it. I wanted to be successful, and not have a DNF in my first race. And I call it first race. I knew this would be just number one. So I haven't even finished it yet, but I thought of, okay, this is just the first thing I'd like to do. It was a good thing for me, for my family. So there was no thinking of like giving up with running. So we had the Naha Marathon December last year, so about 11 months ago. Then 3 months later, mid of February, we had Okinawa City Marathon, more or less a roller coaster course, up and down, up and down. And it was very hot, like 25 degrees when we started, Celsius. And I think throughout the race, just a few clouds. And yeah, I mean, it was really hot at the end. But I finished it. And I finished it with 7 minutes per K. That's a steady pace by design. And the reason why is 1 week later, we flew to Osaka. Yes, we could get an entry spot. It was amazing. So I focused on that one. So basically, Okinawa City Marathon was just a rehearsal, just a long run, and that helped to push mentally as well, physically. Great start. So and then we had March, April, May, June, July, and more or less as well the complete August, because then the next race was the Hokkaido Marathon this year, end of August. When we finished Osaka, I was okay, look, just like 30 minutes to shave off the time, and I would be able to run a sub 4 time, net time. Anyway, that was the plan. So we had about 5 months time to reach that goal, and we did it. So about 2 months ago then already, Hokkaido Marathon was a great experience. Love it, love this place. Unfortunately, conditions end of August, quite harsh, very hot. We started with 23 degrees and we end up with 29 degrees Celsius. I would say 2/3 of the run, no clouds at all, especially at the end. Crazy. Anyway, we did it and we achieved the sub 4. So now I'm quite pumped about what's next, because I don't know what can be next. Quite a lot. Imagine the weather conditions would be like 10 degrees. That could be great. In Osaka we had 5 degrees Celsius, wind and rain. Anyway, that didn't stop us. Now you know my milestones. This is what happened during the last 1.5 years. Quite a lot. So now we're doing an easy run. So when I increased my knowledge about running, everybody said, well, look, if you want to build up the long-term stamina, get your miles in. Heart rate zone 2 training. Solid base foundation is required, and then you can build speed on top because it has a foundation. So what we have done during the first year of running was just base training, more or less. Because, like I mentioned, 20 years, no running before I started with running. Quite a challenge. Yeah, whatever. However, we did it. We managed to build up that base, the crucial foundation. And then for the Hokkaido Marathon, specifically, we added speed. And I got a new training plan, and that helped quite a lot to improve. Yeah, indeed, the result at the end tells me that everything was right. And today as well, we won't stop building up that base. You have to maintain it. You have to keep on running in your heart rate zone too, with an easy, or let's say moderate effort, low intensity. It's what I'm doing here right now. So I know my heart rate zones. I set them up. And I can even say, without knowing my heart rate zones, I'm in heart rate zone 2, because I'm constantly talking to you, and that's a great indicator. Let's say conversational pace. You know that you're doing right. So should be no issue actually. And I can prove it. Let's see. Indeed, 6 minutes and 30 seconds per K, current pace, heart rate, 140. Just the beginning of heart rate zone 2. 4.3 K into the run. 29 minutes. Great stuff. Great numbers. And I'm constantly talking. Jesus. Anyway, today is about talking. Alright, guys. So that easy run, let's say in the background, will be done. But I continue talking about the next topic. And I think for you, maybe as a beginner, or maybe who wants to achieve a certain goal, what I learned during the last 1.5 years of running is very, very important. And again, I talked about those two elements that I think are key, crucial, the most important things when it comes to running, especially endurance running. I think you cannot be a super runner within 2 weeks, so you have to be patient. So that's the first thing. Don't think about, oh, you can reach that sub 4 after 1 month of training. You know, maybe you can. Then you are a super runner. But I'm not. I'm an average guy. And I didn't do any running the last 20 years. So my point of view might be different. Right. So, but what helped me a lot is that consistency that comes along with the training plan. And if you know that you don't need to stress about time, that helps a lot. So when I started with running, it didn't really take too long. After 2 months probably, I understood running is so beneficial for your physical and mental health. Oh yeah, it's amazing, I'm telling you. So another benefit that comes in mind, I learned to be more confident. So you develop those daily things, discipline, routine, whatever that is, and it makes you stronger and stronger every day. You prove that you're winning. Every time you lace up your shoes and go out running, you're telling yourself you're doing good. And because of that positive vibe, you gain that confidence. I'm telling you, very important. And of course, you can take that confidence and rock on with your daily life, whether that is amongst your friends, within the family, or at work with your co-workers. If you can achieve 12K without any problem, that hour of work in front of a computer is nothing, literally. So, and of course, I learned to be patient and consistent about myself. So I had a vision to be healthier, to increase life quality, all that kind of stuff. I set up the goal, I kept myself motivated, I had a training plan, and all that helped to stay focused and go probably like right down the line. And then just be patient about that you will reach your goals, because you know you will. One day your time will come. Don't worry about it too much. Alright, so if you start running, guys, I want to encourage you. It's not too late. I'm 42 years old. I was not really chubby, but I mean, drinking beers and eating snacks definitely didn't help. Yeah, anyway, so definitely not healthy. Yes. Anyway, if you go out, understand that this is a process, and you might progress within your running journey once you have understood point number 1, patience, and point number 2, consistency. If you know what that means to you for your running journey, you're already on the winner side. Keep that in mind. It's a mantra you have to develop, something that tells you every day to go out, but still do not stress about your goals. You will reach them. Increase your knowledge about running. Watch some videos. Well, thank you for watching. I mean, there are super athletes out there who can run 2.5-hour marathon. I mean, yeah. But if you start running and it's your first marathon, I think probably the first time you can or you should achieve would be a healthy 5-hour or 4-hour and 30 minutes. Like, let's say you train for a year, then you decide to sign up for a race, maybe running even with a friend, and then yeah, go for a healthy time. Don't stress about it. Enjoy. Alright guys, so the last thing I want to talk about is just me after the update. So 6.3k into the run, constantly talking. Alright, and current pace 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, crazy. But yeah, still in heart rate zone 2 at around 145 beats per minute. Amazing numbers, love it. Alright, so what about me outside of running? Well, Heasley, my channel name, but my proper name is Chris. So nice to meet you. I'm 42 years old. Me and my family, we decided to move from Europe here to Japan about 2 years ago, well, 2.5. And I started to enjoy my new chapter in life about when I started with running. I mean, look at that. Jeez. The colors are stunning. Let's go, guys. Come on. We're not there yet, but I mean, that's quite motivating. Let's go. When I decide not to run, for example, rest days, or I don't know, if I postpone something because I think family is more important than running sometimes, I'm a person who likes to hang out with friends and have a beer or two and just a good laugh. I mean, life is too short in general. Life is running. Literally. So yeah, I'm absolutely sportive guy passively for 20 years. I watched any kind of sport. I'm an absolute ice hockey fan. Sorry, Boston Bruins. All right, and yeah, I mean, I love nature in general. I'm an outdoor person, but I force myself to stay inside and take care about the family by going to work, coming back, and go to sleep again, and not really being active. I like to eat good food, and especially here in Japan, that's possible. The kitchen is very healthy. Yeah, can't ask for more. That's really good for runners, and I think Japan in general is a running country. Probably Japan is more or less the Kenya or Ethiopia of Asia. Yeah, I think that makes sense. That comparison is good. So many elite runners who are capable of running like sub 2 hours 15 minutes. Wow. I mean, they live their running culture here, so that's a good thing. All right, so I can talk more about myself, my person, if you want. If you have any question, by the way, write them down in the comments. Ask me anything you want to know about me, whether it's running related or personally. Go for it. All right, guys, another update. Current pace 6 minutes 20 seconds per K. 50 minutes into the run, 7.4K. Heart rate between 145 and 150. All right, guys, see you at the end. Enjoy the last moments here at the beach of today's easy run. Let's go, guys. Come on, let's get it done. Thank you very much, guys, for joining today's episode. If you like the video, hit that like button. And if you want to support me and the channel, of course, go for it. Hit that support/subscribe button. Absolutely appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, guys, last update before the end. Current pace 6 minutes 10 seconds per K. 56 minutes into the run. Heart rate about 150. Distance 8.5K. All right, so let's go, guys. Come on. What a nice run it was. An hour and 18 minutes, 12K, amazing stuff. If you want to know more about this run, please check out my Strava profile. The link is in the description. Just follow that one, and yeah, just leave a request. You can see all the runs, all the stats that we're doing here at the beach. Amazing stuff, guys, check that out. And of course, you can follow me, by the way, on Instagram as well. The link is in the description. Sorry. feel free and follow me there as well. Guys, basically amazing stuff. Again, thank you very much that you made it hopefully until the end and enjoyed today's episode. Guys, that's all I have for today. Wherever you run safe and enjoy your runs. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.